Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I regret making this game. I really do. I really do, but now I just have to finish it. Really. I just really just have to finish it. Post release. So, what else can we do with this political approval indexing? The compliance multiplier. New policies cost less. Whoa. Okay. Positive effects activate minus 20% faster. Triggers bureaucratic gridlock. Your civil servants and citizens resist you. Policies take twice as long for finish implementation, and their upfront costs skyrocket due to security and enforcement needs. The investor trust anchor. I actually like this a lot. This is only one piece of the puzzle, however. The investor trust anchor, cost of borrowing. Link your political approval index directly to your cost of borrowing calculation. The sandbox impact. If your approval plummets, your cost of borrowing automatically spikes by a flat percentage, e.g. 5%. Even if your debt metrics look fine on paper, to get cheap loans you must keep your people happy. So, people's happiness is directly linked to that. Capital flight and tax evasion. The brain drain. When citizens lose faith in their government, wealthy individuals and businesses start hiding their okay. Lose faith in the government, wealthy individuals and businesses start losing hiding their impact drastically degrades your tax efficiency variable. The chain reaction. As approval drops, citizens actively cheat on their taxes or move money overseas. This causes your state budget revenue to drop dynamically, even if you try to raise the actual tax rate to 50%. Oh god, this is getting more and more complicated the more I read about it. Jesus. Alright, let's look at something easier perhaps, but everything is kind of like, looks kind of connected, man. Oh my god, let's look at the WB base, alright? Where could we connect this thing where it's like the cost of our policies, right? It should be somewhere on the BP instance, right? Game instance, is it not? Game instance, let me see. This entire project should have been vibe coded to a larger extent. Okay, so we can have the exponential cost and then calculate the exponential cost calculation. We can make this into a something else perhaps. Level, yeah, is this the only place perhaps, I guess? Update level and cost. Yeah, I think that is it, yeah. And here we could do calculate the new cost. Dynamically calculate the costs. Like also the level there, nice, okay. Couldn't we do this in a way that is pure function, perhaps? Oh, wait. Still, yeah. So only this could be a function that is pure dynamic cost calculations. This is also affected by our political approval index. So how can we grab the political approval index in here? I apologize if I speak a little bit weird, it's because of the temperature. I know I speak like I'm gonna have a stroke. It's because I'm so freaking tired. Alright, so how can we pull that from the... Do we have the WB base here, the reference? No, not really. We actually can pull it in here. We can actually also on begin play, we can validate it inside of here immediately. So we can do functions, validate WB base, and then we have a WB base. It's out of here. Promote this to a variable. Right. On begin play this. Construct sequence. Well, Jesus. I could do before this. Get game instance. Cast to BPG. I already have a cast here probably. To the BPG. Yeah, I do. Validate WB base. Get self. There we go. And now instead of here. Right. So we go, where's the, yeah, here. Dynamic cost calculations. Get the WB base. And so we're gonna need the variable. We can validate also the WB info inside of here actually as well. But everything needs to be connected, man. At the same time. So that's gonna be a little complex. I still have no idea how to make that work well. But I like to have bugs and develop and make mistakes because mistakes teach me. I don't wanna do things the proper way all the time, right? So screw people that say that. Anyway, don't make it perfect. First you need to make a mistake and then you have something to work on. If you don't make the mistake, the initial mistake, then you have nothing to work on. So let's look at that. Get political approval index, perhaps. It's not there, this variable. Get info. What about the info box? I think it should be there. Get political approval text element. Wow. Okay, okay. So it's not even a variable exactly. Political approval index. Yeah, it is giving us it's 200%, which is good. All right, we can work with that. Get text, right? Yeah, I think so. This will give us a text, right? Get text to float to string, and then to float. String to float. Although anyways, this could be minus this one, and then boom. No. Wait, what are we doing? Political approval index. It's a cost reducer minus times this times so let's say you have 50%, 50 times, we're not gonna use a full 50, we're gonna use only the 10% of 50, so it's gonna be reduced significantly, so it's gonna be by 1, minus 1, right? But then 50 minus 1, it's still gonna be like too low, you see. So first I need a multiplier of this. Then we also need a multiplier of this one. We're gonna get by this. Okay. Multiply itself by what? Maybe this? No. Jesus God, no. Okay. Maybe 50? What's gonna be the result of this? I don't even know. So now let's try to upgrade anything. 50. Whoa. It's going backwards. That is insane. And that's not what we need. Yeah, no, I'm not the best mathematician now. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this video right here and ask someone who knows a little bit more about this kind of mathematic, like Gemini.